My company is called Les Sourciers. We are a hydroponic microfarm in France, and I work with my husband Nicolas, which is in the greenhouse working right now. And it's been 3 years we are farming now.
And what is farming to you? What is
farming? Is when
farming?
You have a big family and you grow either vegetables or I think animals as well, in order to sell them. Food production.
Does it have a more philosophical meaning to you? Do you like?
It's the basis of human nature. I think everyone should be a farmer inside and have his own garden and grow his own vegetables, but not anyone can do it, so we're doing it for the other ones. It's very hard.
Sure.
Can you imagine? You should have then your wheat, and you should have your sheep and your cows, and I mean, you need to have so many things if you want to farm everything by yourself.
Mm.
But also it would be better, because then people would realize how lucky we are to have some products when they're not in season, you know. We should not be eating avocados and we should not be eating pineapples because it doesn't grow here, but still we're eating it all the time.
Because of globalization. Is that a bad
Yes.
thing? Is that a bad thing, globalization?
It's like everything. There is a bad side and a good side, so.
We should not exaggerate, maybe.
But the fact that when you farm at home, you realize it. And then maybe you don't, you do it in a moderate way. I mean, my parents, they were very far from the farming world, and we would eat tomato all year long, and I didn't know as a kid that in winter the tomatoes don't grow. I just learned it recently, and that's not normal.
You learned it 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. But I still have persons that come to visit the greenhouse and they're like, oh, but why can't you do tomato all year long? And I'm like, because in winter it doesn't grow. Same with basil. And they're like, oh, really? Not everyone knows.
But this makes us go to vertical farming and controlled environment. What do you think controlled environment and vertical farming is good for? And what do you think about it?
What do you think? Well, vertical farming is a very wide concept for me. So for me, it's just farming in cities, in rooftops, farming where farming was not possible before. So integrate farming to the cities where the people are. And what was the other thing?
Well, if we narrow it down, a part of vertical farming is controlled environment.
Controlled environment. Well, I don't think vertical farming has to be in a controlled environment. That's the thing, because my farm has no controlled environment. And except for being inside the greenhouse, there is no light and there is no heat, and we do seasonal products. So for me, it's not that controlled. It's just that there is a roof.
Okay, but what do you think about controlled environment? In a way, it's possible now to grow strawberries and tomatoes.
I think it's very exciting. I think it's, I love it. Well, I grow microgreens in a controlled environment. What I like about growing in a controlled environment is that you learn how the plant behave, and you learn to be God with them, like, oh, I give you this amount of light and I give you this amount of water and blah, 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 and I see how you react, and I'm the only one who can provide you this. So you can test many things. But in the end, you realize that you can never be as good as Mother Nature. So also it gives you a look at, you're not God. You try very hard, but we still don't know many things about plants. So I like it, and I think it's very useful because you can grow many things in a good way where it was not possible before, but I know it has its own limits. And I think it's good like this. I think we shouldn't play God, and I think we should enjoy nature before trying to reproduce it.